£115 million. That's what Manchester United are preparing to spend on two Premier League players before this summer is done. A box-to-box Portuguese midfielder who Real Madrid just walked away from because they know United are going to get him. And a left-back, a former Chelsea Academy product, who Fabrizio Romano himself has just confirmed United are actively pursuing, with contacts described as alive and active. 2 deals, 1 summer, and both of them are on. Welcome back to Red Devils Report, and today we are breaking down the biggest double transfer update of United's summer window. If you are not subscribed yet, do it now, because we are moving fast this transfer window and you don't want to miss a single update. Let's go! Right, let's set the scene first because context matters here. Michael Carrick came into this job with a very clear vision of what this squad needs. He wants energy, he wants intensity, he wants players who press, who cover ground, who can hurt teams in both directions. We already know Ederson from Atalanta is done. Personal terms agreed, medical booked in New York, announcement incoming. That's signing number 1 of the summer. And it was a statement of intent, but Carrick isn't stopping there. Not even close, because today we've got developments on 2 more deals that are gathering serious momentum, and combined they take United's summer spend to somewhere in the region of £115 million. Let's start with the one that's closest to the line, Matteas Fernandes, 21 years old, Portuguese, West Ham. Now, if you've been watching Red Devils Report, you'll know we've been tracking this one for weeks, but today the story has shifted dramatically. Here's where we are. Yeah, West Ham want £80 million for this kid. 80 million. And look, when you watch him play, you understand why. This is a player with ridiculous technical ability, elite pressing intensity, and the kind of engine that runs box to box for 90 minutes without blinking. He's only 21. He's already established in the Premier League. He's Portuguese, and we've seen with Fernandes Senior what that Portuguese quality can look like in the red of Manchester United. Now, United's opening bid is expected to come in well below that £80 million asking price. Sources are saying there'll be a significant gap between what United offer and what West Ham are demanding. And this is the crucial bit, the people close to this deal believe a middle ground will be found. A figure somewhere around £60 million is what's being discussed as the likely final number. But here's the part of this story that should have every United fan buzzing. Real Madrid wanted him. Jose Mourinho, yes, that Jose Mourinho, personally requested Mateus Fernandes as part of his Real Madrid rebuild. Think about that for a second. The most famous manager in the world, at the biggest club in the world, wanted this 21-year-old badly enough to make it a personal request. And they've walked away. Not because they don't rate him. They rate him enormously. They've stepped aside because West Ham's valuation is too rich even for Real Madrid's blood. But more importantly, because the player himself has made his preference clear. Mateus Fernandes wants Manchester United. And according to journalist Samuel Luckhurst, Real Madrid themselves now expect Fernandes to end up at Old Trafford this summer. When your rival club is publicly expecting you to sign their target, the deal is basically done. West Ham have already greenlit the sale. United are in talks, the player wants to come. And Liverpool, who are also sniffing around, have now abandoned their interest. This one is coming, it's just a matter of crossing the T's and dotting the I's on the fee. Now let's talk about the second deal. And this one has a very interesting twist to it. Lewis Hall, 21 years old, left back, Newcastle United. Carrick's identified this position as a priority. Luke Shaw has been a fantastic servant to this club, but cover and competition at left back is absolutely essential, especially with Champions League football coming back to Old Trafford next season. And Hall has shot to the very top of United's shortlist. Now, you might know this name from a different context. Lewis Hall actually came through Chelsea's academy. He's a former Blue, And here's the irony. His valuation has rocketed since leaving Stamford Bridge, and he's now being priced at around £55 million. But why are United excited about him? Because this kid had a brilliant season at Newcastle. He's composed, he's technically excellent, he can get forward and contribute in attack, and he's only going to get better. He's also English, which matters from a squad registration perspective with the homegrown rules. And then Fabrizio Romano opened his mouth, and when Fabrizio speaks, you listen. Romano confirmed on his YouTube channel, I'll keep this brief so we don't tread on his content, that United have been keeping contacts alive and active with people close to Lewis Hall. That United made contact several weeks ago, that United genuinely love this player, and that after Ederson and after a second midfielder, Hall's left-back position is absolutely a spot they intend to fill. They really, really love Lewis Hall at Manchester United. Those are Romano's words, not mine. Romano's. Now, when Fabrizio Romano says a club really, really loves a player, in transfer language, that's practically a signing announcement. Here's where it gets spicy though, Red Devils. And I want you to stay calm, because yes, there's competition, but United are still well positioned. Chelsea are preparing to make a move for Lewis Hall. Now, Team Talk are reporting that Chelsea's interest is serious, and there's a certain drama to the fact that Hall came through their academy, left for Newcastle, flourished, and could now be the subject of a £55 million buyback attempt. Xabi Alonso is rebuilding at Stamford Bridge, and he needs a left back too, so you can see why Chelsea fancy their chances. They have the money, they have the allure of a top six club, and they have the emotional angle of bringing a former academy product home. But here's why United shouldn't panic. First, Romano's language on United's interest is concrete. Contacts alive and active. They love him. That's not speculation, and that's insider confirmation. Second, Hall reportedly missed out on the England squad this summer, which is a motivation. He wants to be playing at a club that will maximise his exposure and development. United returning to the Champions League is a compelling argument. Third, United moved first. They made contact weeks ago. They're not playing catch up here. Chelsea are the ones chasing United in this race, not the other way around. Stay calm, but stay watching, because this one will move quickly. Let me zoom out for a second, because I think it's worth appreciating what Carrick is building here and how coherent this transfer strategy actually is. Ederson, a defensive midfielder, a ball winner, a player who shields the back four, wins the ball and distributes. Mateus Fernandes, a dynamic box-to-box midfielder, high energy, progressive, goals and assists in him. The ideal partner for Ederson in a modern midfield, 2 or 3. Lewis Hall, a left back who can fly up the flank, contribute in build-up and give United genuine width and attacking threat from deep. This isn't random shopping, this is a plan, a coherent, well thought out plan to make United more dynamic, more pressing based, more dangerous in transition, and all three of these players are 21 or 22. These aren't short-term fixes. This is building a squad that can compete for the next 5 to 7 years. Champions League football is back at Old Trafford, and Carrick is making sure his squad is ready for it. Right, before I let you go, there's one more thread I want to pull on, because it's bubbling away in the background and it could become a major story. Team Talk are reporting that Manchester United have held discussions about the possibility of signing a PSG forward who is actively pushing to leave the Parc des Princes this summer. Now, the article doesn't name the player, but think about what PSG are going through right now. They've got significant outgoings to manage. They've got players whose contracts are complicated. There are names at that club who would transform United's attack. We're going to cover this in a full dedicated video because it deserves its own deep dive. But if you want to be the first to hear it, make sure you're subscribed and you've hit that bell notification. Because if this one develops the way I think it might, it's going to be the biggest United transfer story of the summer. Right, let's bring it home. Manchester United are closing in on a £60 million deal for Matteas Fernandez, with Real Madrid stepping aside and the player choosing Old Trafford. They're in active pursuit of Lewis Hall from Newcastle for around £55 million, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano himself, despite Chelsea now entering the race. That's potentially £115 million on two Premier League players who are both 21 years old, both proven at the top level, and both exactly what Carrick's system needs. Add Ederson and the summer is already looking transformative. What do you think, Red Devils? Are you excited about Matteas Fernandez? Do you think United can hold off Chelsea for Lewis Hall? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. If this video gave you the news first, smash that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one.